Lastly tonight, I want to make you aware of something I've been campaigning for on my other channel, the Bad Cop 69. I have been selected as part of the initial testers for the wearable computer Google Glass. No, I'm not going to dignify, nor am I going to address the mounting conspiracy theories that people, the web abound, have created, despite the fact that the logistics of things like always broadcasting, people are afraid that Google's going to invade everybody's privacy and be broadcasting 24/7. Through the Google Glass. That one at least I'll address because that's a low-hanging fruit that can be easily addressed. One, as talked about in my DRM video, the last one that I did, our infrastructure is piss poor. That's not going to simply change because a wearable computer has been issued. Two, people, not unlike myself, have data caps. And I would understand that it would be extremely easy, in other words, for Google to get their hand caught in the cookie jar with perpetual upload of data from live video streams. Not to mention it's illegal, not to mention also that the battery life is like 6 hours on Google Glass, and if you're not charging, it's not going to magically have a battery that's going to be working 24/7. And if you're here in America, you absolutely have no excuse to act as if Google Glass is going to be the death of our privacy. We literally live in a country right now where it is perfectly legal for the U.S. government to wiretap your phone, your internet connection, and anything else that goes out to the outside world that you message on without a warrant. And you want to say that Google is going to be the bad guy in all this, if even the rumors of an always filming situation were going to be there? Google has laid out the terms of service, and I know to the conspiratorially minded of you this is meaningless. It's a smokescreen, just like everything else is, just like I'm sure you're going to say about the tragic events that had unfolded today in Boston, and I really have no patience for conspiracy theorists with situations like this. But again, this is not why I'm making this video. I apologize if I offend some of you, but if you're going to be disrespectful, I have no apology for you. But the prototypes are not free. I've been offering an open-ended fundraiser on my other channel. I need $15,000 for the Google Glasses prototype. I've raised over $13,000, and that's right now where I'm stuck. Links are down in the underbar to my PayPal. I'm willing to be very transparent, to show, with permission, I'm willing to show what's been donated, how much is in my PayPal account. I've even talked about going the Indiegogo route if that would make people more comfortable with donating to me. Though so far nobody has said that they would feel more comfortable donating to me if I did the Indiegogo, some of whom are saying they don't want to donate simply because of the conspiracy theories about Google Glass. I've also offered that the beta testing I would be doing with it, because there is no non-disclosure agreement, would be something that would allow me to open up the Google Glass experience for everybody to try. You could PM me a request, like you want to see maybe say what a sunset would look like through that, or you want to see what kind of resolution the camera would get in say a macro situation. Like, basically put, I would open up my beta test to my audience, the community. So essentially, this wouldn't just be my toy, this would be your toy. But it's not just the promise of that. I've dangled the carrot, and I've dangled several carrots in front of everybody as incentives. One incentive is, and I'm not asking for any specific donations. I hate e-begging. Trust me, this is leaving a bad taste in my mouth, but if I could afford to do this myself, I would do it myself, and I wouldn't ask you guys for a damn thing. But I made it to where if you want to donate, I don't care what the amount is, you can make a request of me as long as it's legal and it doesn't put myself or my child in danger. I would be willing to honor almost any request for the donations, meaning that you would get something for your money more than just me enjoying this product. I could do artwork for you. I could do 3D meshes for you. You know, I am an amateur 3D modeler. I'm currently wrapping up some models that I'm doing right now. But the point is, I'm willing to put that stuff aside. I've had at least 2 requests, 2 of which, if I meet my goals, would be honored. But if I don't meet my goals, I am willing to give a 100% and full refund. That's not a problem. I'm keeping track of who's donated what so far, and so far only one backer has ever said that they would like at least a partial refund, if not the full thing, and I said that's more than fine if I don't reach my goals by the time that I have to pay for the prototype. The second one was to my enemies, that I only need, let's see, I'm at 13,000, I only need $200 more. I am willing to dismantle both my channels and to basically close out everything and go away. Get off of your YouTube, your sites. Save for some Google Glass review videos for everybody else to see if this is a product that you want, if this is maybe a product you would be willing to pay for when it comes to retail, and it is very likely it will come to retail despite the controversy surrounding this particular product. Controversy that, quite frankly, is stupid if you stop to think about the limitations of the hardware, as well as the legality of the whole thing. But I digress. But basically, I've left it open to where I said, okay, the other thing, the last thing that stipulation I said is, you know, unless you're going to be a troll about it, tell me why you don't want to fund this product. I mean, I've only had one person who basically gave me the conspiratorial theory reason as to why they don't want to fund this project, because they're afraid of it. Because it's not like in certain parts of the United States, and especially in the UK, you have cameras on street corners, that you have cameras in stores, you have cameras everywhere, not to mention you've got cameras in smartphones, you've got cameras in iPods. There's really nothing stopping anybody from cyber stalking you or photo stalking you or video stalking you right now. In fact, you'd be 100 times less conspicuous doing stuff like this, because I could probably make you think that I'm playing a game, despite the fact, though, that there is a little LED light that would show that I'm filming. But I could, if you're not paying attention to that, if you've never seen a 3DS with its light patterns in its usual function, I could make it look like I'm playing my game, and really, I'm filming you. Same thing with the smartphones. I could make it look like I'm playing Angry Birds, and really, again, I'm filming you. Outside of legality, what is stopping people from video stalking you in way less conspicuous ways right now? If anything, you're going to be way more you're going to be way more suspicious of somebody wearing Google Glass than you are of this. Because stuff like this is part of your everyday environment. You don't pay much attention to it unless it's being done suspiciously enough, but even then, These things are so much a part of your peripheral vision that I doubt most of you even notice half the cell phones and smartphones and iPods and iPads around you that could be potentially filming you right now. Now, I'm not saying that I'm going to begrudge you if you don't want to fund me for the conspiratorial reasons or you just don't want to fund me in general. I hold no ill will because I'm asking you guys out there for a very big favor, and some of you have been generous enough to donate to the cause, and a lot of you haven't. But I'm not going to begrudge you because also I know that we're all strapped for cash. But at the end of the day, it's like, this is a big chance. And if I start to see stuff that's suspicious, if I start to notice that my data cap is being reached, but my internet traffic, as far as my willful internet traffic, hasn't increased, then I would report that too. Unless you think I'm some sort of Illuminati implant for whatever reason, in which case I would say, hey, New World Order, if you did indeed exist, where's my money? How come you're not paying me to be your shill? You're leaving me in this situation here where I could really use money for things more than just Google Glass, but that's why I'm trying to take... My money is tied up in personal responsibilities for the child I'm raising. And that's another reason why I just can't do it myself. But yeah, so if you're not going to fund me, just please tell me why. And I'm not going to be mad at you. I'm not mad at the individual who said he wasn't going to fund me because of conspiratorial stuff, although I am a little upset that they said that he feels that anybody wearing Google Glass should be punched in the face. I think people have such a bizarre reaction to what is going to be the next gen in everything, because you think that your privacy is going to be invaded, that people are going to perv on you all the time. To which I say, yes, people are probably going to misuse the technology, but are they going to do it in mass? No. And even so, it's their right on some levels, although there are laws against it, rightfully so, but this is the price we pay for technological freedom. Would you rather have stuff that locks out any and all chance for you to do things that you would like, that are of a non-perv, non-invasion of privacy nature, but because it's a touchy situation where privacy could possibly be infringed upon, that the product then gets locked out? This product is going to come to fruition. If it's not from Google, it's going to be from somebody else. I know you might think that you're standing up against the Orwellian future, but I don't understand how you don't understand that you could so easily be filmed right the fuck now. And what is stopping all these people from doing it? Or are you even aware if you are being filmed? Not to mention the fact that at least in the United States, we're being fucking filmed. Our government has the right, legally, to basically take all of our information and do with it what they please, and you're fucking worried about Google Glass? With all due respect, people, grow the fuck up.